Danny, there's been this narrative out there that since you've moved up and been a welterweight, that they say Danny Garcia cherry picks his opponents. You heard Keith Thurman try to use that. I saw a skit that Shawn Porter used doing the same thing. He kind of mocked you about it. Respond to that criticism.
Well, if I'm a cherry picker, don't that make you a cherry? Says everything. I don't have to say much about that.
Shawn, it's a good response. Vegas has Danny as the slight betting favorite to win Saturday night. So give me your thoughts on you going into this fight, ironically, as the underdog, considering this is a guy who, as you say, cherry picks his opponents.
I didn't know that Danny Garcia was the favorite to win. A lot of people have been. Well, then again, I've been reading comments, especially since I did my video yesterday. A lot of people are favoring Danny Garcia to win, and they're favoring him to win by knockout, right? So I'm guessing if Shawn Porter was to win, you know, people's opinions are that Shawn Porter would win on the cards. Shawn Porter has alluded to the fact that he may go in there and try to box Danny Garcia in the past, but now he's saying he's going to go for the knockout. On TstreeT Controversy, this is TstreeT Controversy Live, 2 days before the fight. It's September the 6th, 2018, 6:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Danny Garcia versus Shawn Porter is going to be on Showtime. The undercard is going to be your Dennis Ugas versus some guy, I forgot his name, Carlos Barrio Nuevo. And then a fight I'm looking forward to, Adam Kwinoski versus Return of the Prince right here, Charles Martin.
I'm used to. I know people have won money on me before, and it wasn't because I was the
This is from the press conference earlier. You can go watch the full press conference on the Showtime YouTube or their Facebook page.
the guy expected to win. You know, so there's gonna be a lot of people out there winning a lot of money, and I'm looking forward to doing what it takes for them to get paid. This is what I do, and I love it. You know, and as I said on the video, he couldn't find a cherry for Saturday. He getting in the ring with a pit bull. He know that.
Danny, this is going to be for both of you. Our Steve Farhood had an interview with Keith Thurman. You both have fought him. He rated both of you guys. He said ring IQ even, chin even. But he leans towards Porter by a decision. Your thoughts?
You know, that's his personal opinion. Like I said before, my style is completely way different than Keith Thurman. So you can't really go by that. You know, styles make fights. I'm a different type of fighter than Keith Thurman. I know I'm the better boxer than Shawn Porter. And
I think Danny is the more better controlled fighter than Shawn Porter. But Shawn Porter, especially his last few fights, has got that, you know, what they call that dog in him. You know, he says he's a pit bull. You know, and we haven't seen Danny Garcia fight somebody that's going to be all over him like Shawn Porter is. So we have to, you know, expect that Danny Garcia is going to have to really be sharp with the counter punching, especially his signature punch, the no-look left hook. Remember, Keith Thurman was hitting Keith Thurman was hitting Shawn Porter with the best that he had. Couldn't stop him, couldn't put him down. He did hit him with an uppercut that kind of buckled him a little bit. Shawn Porter had to hold on, but nonetheless, Keith Thurman was on his bike. We saw Danny Garcia take the toughest punches that Keith Thurman could have thrown, and he wasn't even wobbled or anything. Yeah, he took that mean, what was that right hand where his whole body motherfucking twisted, but he gathered well. He wasn't stunned or hurt. So we've known over the last several years that Danny Garcia has a chin. Yeah, he can get busted up, meaning cut up, you know, and lumped up, but he does have a solid chin, and his power is well respected at 140 pounds, 147 pounds. You know, any fighter will tell you, yeah, you know, Danny Garcia, that shit for real.
just got to go in there Saturday night and improve it. Let it all hang out. Let my nuts hang.
Gotta let them hang sometimes.
You're coming with the responses there. Shawn, your thoughts on Keith Thurman's prediction?
Yeah, I mean, he's right. Styles make fights. I know that's an unbiased opinion by.
Okay, I'm gonna inform you. Shawn Porter's about to say some shit that's, you know, a little. So I'm just gonna say pause. No, just hit that pause. Not literally, but figuratively, you know, in your mind for what he's about to say, because he's coming for the. I'll let him tell you.
By Keith, so I respect it. Even if he had said he thought Danny would win, I still would respect it because he's been in the ring with both of us. He knows what both of us have, and even outside of that, he understands boxing, and so I respect his decision. I think one way or another, I'm gonna win this fight. Whether it's decision, knockout, I'm ready to do whatever it takes to win this fight. I told you before, man. There's nothing I've ever wanted in my life, in my entire life. I'm 30 years old. There's nothing I've ever wanted more than this. And with that being said, I'm out there to take it. Taking them nuts.
No homo.
Oh, they did us dirty. Don't he look like he about to give a fire ass sermon? Like about to really spread the gospel, change some lives.
Hey, basically I'm taking any and everything he coming with, I'm taking it. It's mine.
Hey, I'm trying to have more kids, bro. Don't hit me with no low blows, please.
Hey.
That hurt, feeling that hurt. You just
Nasty motherfucker.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you know, I mean, people say, you know, Shawn Porter be using those headbutts, and, you know, that tenacity he brings is wild. You know, he'll punch your balls, you know, but, you know, that was a little too far. But, you know, I am happy for Shawn Porter because he stuck to it, you know, and now he's getting a really big fight. And if he wins, he's going to have to be the A side. He's been that star B-side for so long, you know, and now he's got to a point like, listen, this is the biggest fight of both of their careers. You know, you may say Thurman, but where does the winner go from here? Now, yeah, with all the dates and the new PBC Showtime Fox deal, they'll still get fights, but right now we're in a generation of boxing where these guys have matured. They're in the primes, you know. They got to go out there and understand that if you lose, motherfuckers going to be like, yeah, well, back down, you know, the motherfucking rankings. For example, Danny Garcia's in a situation where the Ashley Theophane fight, it was a gift. The Mauricio Herrera fight, in my opinion, obviously, all these are my opinion, was a gift. I did give him the Lamont Peterson win. You know, he did lose to Keith Thurman, so he can't afford to take anymore, you know? Same thing with Shawn Porter. With what was the first fight with Julio Diaz, some controversy? He clearly lost to Kell Brook. You know, he didn't fight. He wasn't the same. It's crazy because I wonder, like, right now, this Shawn Porter would destroy Broner, but the fight he fought with Broner, you know, wasn't that spectacular, even though he won. He was predicted to win. Then the Shawn Porter fight. Then, of course, you know, he dismantled Andre Berto. And something I've said before is that, by the way, if you don't know, Keith Thurman is going to be at the fight. Andre Berto is going to be there. Adrian Broner is going to be there. The Charlos are going to be there. No word of Wilder or Mikey Garcia is going to be there, but Showtime announced that those guys are going to be there. But going back to what I was saying is that they're all in a situation where they have to fight each other, because if they don't fight each other, then you got Terrence Crawford over there who's having some issues. He's fighting Jose Benavidez, by the way. So when you look at, you know, when you look at the fact that Heyman fighters are scattered all throughout the 147, for example, Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter, you have Cesar Miguel Barrio Nuevo taking on your Dennis Ugas. That's the co-main event, by the way. And this is a WBC eliminator. You know, you got Andre Berto, who's back in the mix, right? And then you got Keith Thurman, Al Heyman fighter. You know, you got Errol Spence, you know, and then you got Terrence Crawford. You know, you have Adrian Broner ranked over there, but that really doesn't mean anything because Broner likes to steer. Heyman likes to steer his fighters away from the WBO. But let's face it, Danny Garcia's got to get a spectacular win, because if he beats Shawn Porter, this will be the biggest win of his career by far. And like I said earlier, I'm surprised to hear that he's the favorite to win the fight.
Those were my wildest dreams, and I think we were going to go there today.
Oh, and another thing I was going to say is that you have I said it, and I strongly believe that if Errol Spence is not available, or Mikey Garcia, whoever wins that fight, whenever it is announced, I feel that especially if Danny Garcia beats Shawn Porter, that he would fight Andre Berto before Errol Spence. I don't think that Danny Garcia would duck Errol Spence. He would fight him, but he would fight him on his own time, especially with what Danny Garcia says at the end of this press conference. However, Shawn Porter on Showtime has said that he would fight Errol Spence next, for the right money. But they always say for the right money, but he's saying that he would fight him next.
But okay, I'm with it.
Told you, I'm trying to have fun.
Absolutely.
That sounds like some weird fun, bro.
Some weird ass fun.
Danny, let's
take it nuts.
Let's get back to the fight. This is for that vacant WBC, that green belt. You had it. And in fact, I was looking over.
This wasn't what I wanted
your
to
record.
Listen to.
Of his life.
We'll wrap it up with this. Give you a final comment on what should fight fans expect Saturday night when they tune in to Showtime Championship Boxing.
Expect Danny Garcia to have the shortest ass new chapter of his life Saturday night. It's the shortest chapter he's ever had. It's going down Saturday in that fight. That belt's going back to Vegas with me.
Danny?
Shortest ass and taking nuts. I don't know what to say. Nah, I mean,
he's trying to call Shawn Porter a fruit.
I feel good. This is nothing new to me. I've been performing at this level for a long time. I put in the hard work. It's been a real hot summer. I missed my daughter's first day of school the other day, preschool, so I'm sacrificing. You know what I mean? So, I feel good, man. And come Saturday night, I'm gonna get this victory because I'm the better fighter and I'm a true champion.
There you have it. That will be the main event on Showtime Championship Boxing. We're going to have these fighters face off now and take some pictures.
So, if you don't know, the fight's going to be on Showtime. Let's go look at the card, in fact. Let's go look at the card. I mean, despite, the gifts or not, Danny Garcia's got a real respectable resume. 34-1 with 20 KOs. Brandon Rios, who's being rumored to be fighting Sam Eggington over in the UK on the Joshua versus Povetkin card. Keith Thurman was a close fight. He knocked out Samuel Vargas, who's fighting Amir Khan this weekend, so to add some value, to that name. Robert Guerrero, who was on his last legs. Paulie Malignaggi, who was on his last legs. Lamont Peterson, I think that he won that fight. Rod Soka, the debacle. Mauricio Herrera was the gift. Lucas Matisse was the biggest win of his career. After Amir Khan, Zab Judah was still a good name. Eric Morales was on that last leg comeback trail of his career. These two fights. Nate Campbell, Kendall Holt, Michael Niles was a solid name back then. And then remember, go back and watch this Ashley Theophane fight, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I say Danny lost that fight. But every great fighter get gifts sometimes. A lot of times great fighters get gifts, but it's a lot of motherfucking fights on this card you'll see for people who are going to be there early. Look. It's the whole card right here. It's crazy, right? These fights. To think Joshua and Klitschko only had like 5 fights on the whole card. And this got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fights. And this main event takes up a lot of the like money for the broadcast. So that's why the undercard is not really as good as you would want it to be. Because since you see they couldn't give you the full quality, they're giving you quantity. I'm thinking Wilder's going to be there because his brother's fighting on the card. This is his brother right here. Marcellus Wilder. So I'm thinking Wilder's going to be there. Unless they tell him not to show up intentionally, to be like, yo, don't come to this because we got to launch that, Wilder Fury, whatever. But I'm looking forward to this one too. Adam Konoski versus the Prince Charles Martin. This is going to guarantee a high spot by the WBC. And I don't know if you want to talk about Dylan White, but this is not a heavyweight boxing video. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I'm going to be here tomorrow after the fight. Saturday after the fight to do a post-fight video. Also, I'm going to be covering the weigh-in tomorrow, which I believe is about 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.